Hey. Just want to point out, clearly, studio's not ready. Uh, Having some real issues with the shoulder. So that's delayed a few things. But this is a topic that you're not allowed to talk about. Which means, ooh, ooh, let's talk about it. No, I was watching The Commish. Old show. Michael Chiklis. Great actor, by the way. His first movie was awful. He was the only positive thing on that John Belushi biopic. His family. Anyways, season 2, episode 3. It covers issues at school, which is something that is very much common and spoken about in American society. Now, this was filmed in October on I'm sorry, this was released October 10th, 1992. It's like half a decade before Columbine. And half a decade after the Cleveland shooting, which takes place in San Diego. I know Cleveland Elementary School shot up red-haired girl. I hate Mondays. Boomtown Rats made a song about it. So yes, school shootings. This episode was actually released at a time when it wasn't a thing, a common thing. But it covers school shootings, school shooting, gun violence, bullies, right? It really runs the gamut. And honestly, you really got to watch this episode. It does a great job of addressing a situation as opposed to, hey, here's the problem, here's the solution. No. It just covers a story, a situation, and addresses various issues that pertain to this, right? Um, it covers bullies. Um, this person who is shot is a bully. He is not likable. He is abusive to kids, right? A bully. And he is shot because these kids are scared. So instantly, I don't like the bully. Those kids aren't bad kids. They're just scared. They went too far. Well, they only did that because one major complication in the simple, this is bad and this is good, right? My two youngest kids, their mom, she was relentlessly bullied. And when the Columbine thing happened, she instantly went, oh, it's not their fault. They're being bullied. You know, blah, blah, and blah, blah, blah. You know, there were times where I would blah, and a lot of people will just jump in with, yeah, well, fuck those kids. This is where there's a divide. Now, this bullied kid who shot the bully, regardless of your opinions on it, he got the gun from a bad gun owner. His dad, not a good gun owner. And boom, that's an issue. And the community reacted with fear and panic. And we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. I'm scared. I'm panicking for the safety of my kids. All right. Again, obviously, as a parent, I would fucking freak out too. And then they started in with, well, this school lets in those poor kids from this community that has the violence rate and crime rate it versus the kids from this community with the crime rate it, right? Covers all the things, right? It's not in your face. It's just telling a story about a situation. Does a pretty good job. Doesn't take sides and preach. I think this episode is a great conversation piece because it really does touch on these topics and doesn't make a statement that this is right and this is wrong. It generally makes a statement of, this is bad, and this are really not fixing it. All right, guns are not the cause of the problem, right? Eliminating guns does not solve the issue. Look at the UK. Guns are banned, now we got stabbings. Okay? But guns should be treated as dangerous things like cars. Banning guns would be like banning cars. Doesn't fix anything. Also, bullying is not the issue. It is an issue, but not the issue. Eliminating bullying does not solve the problem. Whenever we try to boil it down to a single, simple problem, one that is easy to campaign on, we're just juggling things. We're not actually working on any solutions. So, freedom of speech and the right to bear arms, they are protected by the Constitution. And that is extremely, extremely important, because both of these are human rights. They are extremely important. See, having these in the Constitution prevents panic and quick solutions or campaign speeches from taking those two things away. Now, it seems like those are quick solutions, but look at the places where those have been taken away. That doesn't fix the issue. Same issue exists. It just shifts. We can't juggle the issue by banning this or quick, simple campaign speeches. It's an issue. It will always be an issue. Address the issue, not the symptoms. Bullying. We're never going to make people be nice. We're not. Draw a line. Saying mean things. Assaulting someone. Clear line. Saying mean things hurts people mentally. It does. But there's no way that censoring free speech fixes that. Can't say that at school. Can't say that at work. Yeah. Do your best to create a safe school environment, a safe work environment. Yeah. It's your job as a school or as an employer. But you can't put that in the real world. Can't control people's speech in the real world. Can't. So we have to address mental health. Well, those mean words affect mental health. They do. If you say they don't, you're a liar or you're an idiot. Personal strength is important. It is something that we learn over time. If you've had issues and you went to therapy, part of therapy is teaching personal strength. Now, These are not separate issues. Part of mental health is personal strength. He said something that offended me. Yeah. And you know what? What he said was offensive. And you should be offended. But we're not gonna, you can't not be offended. So how do you handle being offended? This triggers you? That's a trigger? Listen, I got my triggers. And I've spent a long time dealing with therapists. Not dealing with therapists. I've spent a long time working with therapists, dealing with a couple therapists, but mostly positive, good things. Working on my triggers. We're not going to make the triggers never happen. We can learn to deal with the triggers. And yeah, people do shitty things. I can talk about triggers and people that what they deserve. Or what they don't deserve. Most importantly, how do I handle that situation? Instead of having trigger-free spaces and I'm triggered, how about we really focus on being tough? Does not mean mental health issues or triggers are a weakness. They are things for us to overcome and deal with and learn from and get stronger from. They're not weapons to attack people. Mental health should not be teaching me I'm a victim. There's a balance. Teaching us to be strong should not mean ignoring I'm triggered. Should not mean I'm ignoring mental health. It should be I identify the problem and I will handle it. It should be about us. Owning a gun or owning a car isn't the problem. That motherfucker is driving his car 90 miles an hour on a sidewalk, plowing down pedestrians. Clearly, the issue is cars. Let's ban cars. No. No. My 9-year-old grabbed the keys of my car and drove into traffic. Yeah, that's not a car problem. That's a parent problem and keys to the car problem. Calling it a gun issue or a car issue is easy. It's marketable. You can sum it up in a very quick, simple way that can get people amped up emotionally and get them motivated to go out to vote and check your name off on a box. Cool. Doesn't fix anything. And yeah, I want to say I welcome, encourage discussions. Um, would love to have an online discussion with someone. Reach out to me. We'll fucking talk about it. I have pretty much only had people that disagree with me want to talk offline, discuss. And that's great. And a lot of people that agree with me want to have an online chat. And that's great too. I just got to say, very important to me, maybe to others. I don't debate. Debates are great. They're wonderful. I love watching debates. I do. Debates, hey, I like sports. Debating is about winning. I'm gonna win. You versus me. And hell yeah. I encourage anyone that's interested, debate. I'm not looking to debate. I don't want to win. I dig sports. It's not my sport. I want to learn. I want to teach. I really just want to discuss these issues. I want to discuss any issue, actually. You know more than me? Great, let me learn. I know more than you? Great, let me teach. As soon as it becomes versus, then it's not what I'm interested in. Anyways, I really, really encourage all of you to watch this out of date episode and absolutely marvel at how it is more accurate to what they're putting out now. Right there, free to watch with ads probably. The Commish, Season 2, Episode 3. Check it out. And I'm ending 5 minutes quicker than my gotta call it quits. All right. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And remember, no matter what you believe, what you think, who you are, where you come from, what you look like, the world is divided between two groups of people: Green Bay Packers fans and good people. Thank you.